Bam, and welcome back, everybody. So, the year of 2018 is coming to a close, and it's time for us to reflect on what's gone on this year. So, normally I don't tend to do a lot of actual reviews for games, but today is something a little bit different. We're going to be looking back at the favourite games of the year. So some of these are games that I've played here on the channel, and some of them are games that I haven't, and I just played at home for fun, which very occasionally I do. Not that often, though. It sounds like a lot of work. This is going to be my kind of a couple of the games that I played this year that I really enjoyed, and just, share with you guys. This is in no particular order either. This is just a list of games that I thought were fun. So, first on the list is, boom, A Way Out. We played this game, and I hadn't really heard anything about it, and sat down and I played it with my dear friend Simon, and I have to say, it absolutely blew me away. The characters in it felt really cool. You got to play as Vincent and Leo. We were both playing at the same time. It was a really fun story game. I always like a good bit of story in games. There was all kinds of mini games. 3, 2, 1, pitch. Oh, that was a big one.
Come on.
Oh! Some parts you're stealthing, some bits are shooty, you're flying helicopters and driving speedboats. It was such an action adventure movie. Really, really good fun. And also, Simon and I, we love movies, and the amount of kind of movie references that turn up in it. At the beginning, it feels literally like you're in Shawshank Redemption. The same sort of shots. It's got a real look to it. And then you get kind of little nods to movies like Old Boy, the end when you're finally facing down Harvey, who sends his regards, by the way.
Harvey sends his regards.
Harvey sends his regards. That finale is just Scarface. You are just playing the Scarface end, and I thought it was really good. And the end, kind of kind of gets to you a little bit. Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? It's kind of a bit of a moral grey area, and it was just all out pretty good fun. Oh, apart from that bit. This I'm in hell, Simon. One of my other favourite games of the year was this game called Into the Breach. Maybe you played it. So it's made by Subset Games, who made FTL, and FTL is probably one of my favourite games of all time. We use it. Precision cuts. Yes, that's what the Death Star Mega Laser is known for. Precision. And so I was so excited to play this. And it came out, and it kind of combined a little bit of everything that I loved. It's got sort of turn-based fighting, it has giant robots fighting giant monsters, beautiful pixel art, loads of customization, there's a lot of replayability, and man, I got so addicted to Into the Breach. For maybe a week, 2 weeks, I must have played 100 hours of it. I was playing it all the time, and it was great, and I never did videos on my channel on it. I think I was just playing it super hard for fun. It was a game that requires a lot of concentration, and just ended up not covering it. But man, I highly recommend. So the game's kind of roguelikey. You can customize squads, play on harder difficulties, try different builds. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it, and man, I cannot rate it highly enough. Okay, so the next game on the list is kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a game of the year, but it's definitely one of the games that I enjoyed most this year, kind of unexpectedly, and that was Witch Hunt.
Witch Hunt.
Can't say that.
Witch Hunt.
Perfect. So, Witch Hunt was a longer series on this channel, and really didn't think that I was going to be playing that much of it. I remember firing it up and played it for a bit and was okay, that's a fine game. But there was something weirdly compelling about the world that you're in. It's a horror game where you have a gun, but you're armed with a musket, and the musket is garbage.
Reload! Switch your weapons quicker than reload! Are you ready? I'm dying! A fucking dog killed us! Oh shit!
You are walking around, it takes you 20 seconds to reload this thing, monsters and stuff come at you, and you're hunting down a werewolf, and the game is really atmospheric, really, really terrifying.
Oh fuck me! What the fuck is that?
Oh,
what the
shit,
fuck is
the
that?
bed!
Fuck me! Oh my god!
It's like a fucking little skelly boy! Just kind of constantly unsettling and creepy. There's noises and stuff in the woods. And as time goes by, you end up defeating the werewolf. Boom! And then there's a new bad guy, and then another bad guy. And I'm not going to give you spoilers, but they just keep throwing these big bosses at you, and you're kind of grinding your way through just basic chods, like chod enemies. And at times it gets really boring. It gets really, really samey. But the feeling of finishing that game and actually finishing it was so good, and by the end of it, I had a lot of fun playing it, that I feel like it should be in my list of favourite games of 2018. Oh, nice!
Oh.
So, one of my other favourite games of the year, I'm pretty sure you could have guessed it, was Call of Cthulhu. Holy shit. Like, if you ever saw that series, you can tell that Simon and me both really, really like the Cthulhu mythos, and there's a mystery, and you get to sort of investigate, and it kind of does a little bit of everything that I want from a game. And although the game had its flaws, it kind of got a little bit slow in parts, and there was some bullshit stealth levels, which, man, I kind of really, really do not enjoy. Fucking hell. But the mystery, the feeling, going around, just kind of Cthulhuing about the place was really, really cool. There were some spooky monsters. You got to go around with a gun at one point, which is classically always a bad thing to do in Cthulhu. And I don't know, it kind of did bring one of my favourite role-playing games to the computer game world in sort of like a nice enough way. And it was a lot of fun to play. And so pow, Call of Cthulhu, it's on the list. So next on the list is it's like my new go-to game, which is called Despotism 3K. And I gotta say, this game kind of rages me out. The RNG in it is bullshit. Did we spend too much? Fuck. But you are playing as a computer trying to, I don't know, keep yourself alive by running your own sort of matrix. You're taking people and you're forcing them to generate power, which is what you exist of, and that's how you upgrade yourself. And you also have to keep them breeding and feeding them, and every now and again you throw them in the meat grinder, and they turn into more fuel for you. And the game is really super addictive. It's punishingly hard. I still haven't completed it, and it's just the kind of thing, like, it's quite throwaway to sit down and play it for half an hour, and you get pretty far into it, and then something terrible goes wrong. A stick broke off the tree, now it walked away, now there's a spoke in our wheel, it reduces power generation by 15%. Shit. Just these random events that come up. There's a lot of references to movies and games in it, which is kind of fun, and it's got really cute pixel art graphics. Like, anything that has cute pixel art graphics is always going to kind of draw me in a little bit more, and something that doesn't require huge commitments to play, I think that also helps. So yeah, the Despotism 3K, I'd super recommend. Once again, it's like a really cheap game. It's only like a couple of bucks, and just a lot of fun to kind of click around and play. You can kind of do different builds and stuff, and the sort of RNG things that come up, although sometimes they can fuck you. There's so many of them that you kind of want to keep playing it and trying to see all of the things that can happen in the game. So bam, that was Despotism 3K. So something else that I'm not going to talk too in-depthly about, but you've clearly heard enough about this game already, and if you want to know more about it, I'm sure other people have told you far more eloquently than I will. But I played through Red Dead Redemption 2, and holy shit, the storyline was fantastic. I felt more invested in the characters than most TV shows I've watched recently, and I really like cowboys. I'm a big cowboy fan, and getting to play as a cowboy, some of the scenes were so epic, the gunfights were cool, and just riding around in the wilderness was really good fun. So that has to be on the list, but it feels a bit easy just to put that on my list of favourite games of 2018, because holy shit, it's a fantastic fucking game. So sort of lastly on the list is another game called Donut County. And this is another game that I just played for fun. I'd just seen it on the App Store and was like, oh, that looks cute. I'll try it out. And I started playing it and instantly was addicted. It's not a very long game. It's only I don't know, you'll play it for an hour, 2 hours maybe. But it's just a really cute puzzle solving game with really nice kind of snarky dialogue between these kind of cutesy, low poly characters, and everyone's weird animals, and there's this girl for some reason, and it's all about holes, and it's kind of a bit puzzly, and just it's a really, really nice game to play. You know, if you wanna kill like 2 hours of time, I cannot recommend Donut County enough, because the puzzles are all pretty simple. Like, it's not a hard game at all. Maybe some people would say that it's a bit like samey in parts. I don't know. I really, really liked it. So, those are my favourite games of 2018. If you guys have any games that you really liked or think that I missed out on, let me know below. And I will... Okay, so there's actually one other game that I feel like it should be on my list, although by no means is this my favourite game, but it is a game that I've played a lot of, and I hate it. I hate every moment of playing it, but I'm so addicted to it. It's called Bricks and Balls. Maybe you've seen it. You fire little balls at bricks, and it's dumb. It's really dumb. But I cannot help but play it. It can be so satisfying when you fire those balls and they bounce around and they take out all of the bricks. My God, it is the best feeling in the world. Just have a look at it, but do not start playing it, because the game is full of adverts. It is microtransaction hell. I managed to dodge spending any money on it, but you get these bullshit levels that clearly they need you to like be spending money to get past them, and fuck me. I keep thinking that I should delete it, but I don't know. It's just a game that I can just pick up and play. I could pick it up and play it right now. Oh, sweet Bricks and Balls.